Hi everyone, I'm Martha Carter with the Twisted Outreach Project for Back Care and Scoliosis. In this video, you're going to learn the 8th exercise in our video series 10+1 Somatic Movements for Scoliosis and Fusions on the Floor. So please find your way onto the floor on your back with whatever props you require to feel comfortable and relaxed. I like to use some scoliosis pads under my concave side, and I like to use a pillow under my head, just a thin pillow. If you require something to support your elbows when you put your hands behind your head, that is what you will need for this exercise. So you can see that I folded some blankets because if I put my hands behind my head, one of my elbows touches the floor and the other one doesn't. So this way, they feel more balanced and more at ease. So take a moment to figure that out for yourself. Please get into this position so your hands are behind your head with your elbows relaxed and open, and notice the weight in your hips. Notice that there's nothing gripping in your body, and gently take a moment to close your elbows in front of you, bringing your shoulders together and gently open them up, letting the shoulder blades slide back down. So you can notice once again that you're not gripping anything in your buttocks. It's very tempting to suddenly do something that you don't need. Bring your elbows together, notice your shoulders, and gently slide the shoulders back down as your elbows open. Do this as smoothly as you can, and if you notice things jerking and jumping, then that just means that you have more control to gain with your practice. The next thing I'd like you to try is to lift the elbows and then lift the head while pressing the waist down. Okay, so it's a little bit like a flatten, and this might feel a little bit like a crunch or a sit-up, but I'd like you to think about pressing your waist into the ground and letting your belly be contracted. And then gently, slowly melt your back as you melt your head, and then gently, slowly open the elbows. So we call this arch and curl. So let's add the arch part. Press the elbows back and press the tailbone down. There's your little lower back arch. Your shoulders are pressing, your elbows are pressing, and your chin is tucked in. The next movement is to melt out of that as you fold the elbows in, lift the head as you press the waist down, let the tailbone curl up into this flatten curl movement. Notice how the elbows are reaching towards the knees, and then take a deep breath. And then melt everything back to neutral, letting go of the back contraction, letting go of the head, and letting go of the elbows. You can add one more thing to this if you like, and that is to take one arm down and leave the other arm up. Repeat the movement, but this will feel like a bit more of a diagonal arch and curl. So you start with a press the tailbone back, press the elbow back. And next you press the waist down, fold the elbow in, lift the head up, and notice how you're reaching your elbow across to the opposite knee, which you can lift. And then when you melt down, try to land your head and your foot at the same time, and then you can just gently open the elbow. And of course, repeat that a few times, and when you're ready, you can repeat it on the other side. Press the elbow back as you press the tailbone down. Press the waist back as you fold the elbow up and lift the head. Lift the opposite foot if you like. Notice this connection. Notice this diagonal, and then gently melt down, bringing the head and the foot together, and then letting the elbow open as you completely release the body. Release the arms, release the legs, and now you can take a little rest to completely integrate this arch and curl movement.